All right, I think we're good to go. Apologies for the technical difficulties there. We got qualifying underway. First starter we'll watch. We'll watch our buddy Dean Reynolds, the 79 FTM ride. And it's Renegades action here, presented by Flatline Racing Bodies. Just under 20 drivers checking in this evening as Dino in the 79 will set the quick time. 13:33, already will call it a lap. Patrick Spengler, though, quicker. 13:23 in the 39. And he'll shut the car down. Let's go to Bob to go in the 7th, second quickest. 13:30 for him across the line. A little bit of a better lap, also a 13:3. Let's go to Brandon Detmer in the 83. The junked car. 8th, Blake Chapman, the 20 now. We'll move to him. Second quick, 13:27. The defending Renegades champion and the salesman. Brad Way, how about this? Purple in Sector 2. A better lap, 13:31, but he's down to 6th as the boss, Ross Corinna, goes 5th. Chad Griggs, purple in Sector 1. Ooh, a little sideways off turn 4. That may have cost him quick. Oh, quick time, 13:157 for Chad Griggs. He's 700ths quicker than Patrick Spengler. 400ths better than man second, Jesse Bandy in car 49. And with that, that'll do it for qualifying. And so Griggs the quickest. 13:157. Look at that, everyone about 3/10 off each other from first to last. Some good lap times there, that's for sure. So we're ready for heat race number 1, which is brought to you by Regency Home Inspections. And let's take a look at your starting lineup. On the pole, Dean Reynolds in the 79 to his outside. The boss, Ross Corinna, in car number 10. Road 2, the salesman, Blake Chapman in the 20 to his outside. Chad Griggs in the 27. Row 3, the mayor, Steve Bixler in the 75. And the Desert Demon, Terry Landis in the 161. Final car on the grid, our Rebels champion from last year, Steven Fernberg in the 29. If you're just joining us, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Let us know who you're rooting for in the chat. Again, bear with us on how I sound this evening. I'll have limited commentary as a little under the weather. Winner of this race starts on pole position. Gary says I sound fine. Yeah, but I got a sore throat. That's the thing. A little bit under the weather here this evening.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag waves for Heat 1. We're underway. Ross Corinna clears on Dean Reynolds. Contact with Chad Griggs. 27 car keeps it straight. But it's Corinna that leads lap 1. Look at Terry Landis. Racing Blake Chapman for 4th, and he put him up the hill. Held on to it. It's, man, Bixler nearly catches Steven Fernberg. Everybody makes the show tonight regardless of what happens. Griggs' quickest car on track. Last time by to 13.28. Challenges Dean Reynolds for second. Nearly hits him there. And Blake Chapman just crashed in the 20. Oh boy, this could get interesting. Let's show you what happened to the Salesman racing Steven Fernberg. The two champs going after position, and ooh, the Fernberg slider just didn't work, and Bixler and Chapman then made contact. And Bixler went for a ride. Steven Fernberg decides to bring around to pit road to play her safe than sorry. So Ross Corinna, the race leader, Dean Reynolds second, Chad Griggs third, Terry Landis shotgun in fourth. Gary's just trying to make me feel better, that's what it is. Checkers wave in heat one, Corinna with the win, Dean Reynolds second, Chad Griggs third, and Terry Landis in fourth. Heat 1, by the way, was brought to you by Gambler Motorsports. Had the wrong sponsor bug on, but Heat 2 brought to you by Regency Home Inspections. And we've got the Spider Monkey, Brandon Dittmer, on the pole in the 83 to his outside, Brad Waite in the 814. Row number 2, oh, he's brought back one of my favorite paint schemes. The Pink Panther, that's the reason why we've called him that in the first place. Jesse Exton, the 127. To his outside, it's the Bandyville Master, Jesse Bandy, in car 49. Final row, the Moose, Joe Musso in the 28, and 100 grand, Joseph Grandy in the 518. Heat race number 2. Top everyone transfers. Winner starts the outside of row number 1.
Green flag.
We're green. Oh, hang on there, Brad. Wow. What a save the 814 made. I thought he was gone up with the flip pit. And it's just down to 4th. Dittmer leads lap 1. Bandy second and Atkinson third. Bandy, though, with a hot rod underneath that number 49. Underneath, can't get the race lead there. Everyone just about spread out here through the field. Waite tries to give the third spot away from Jesse Atkinson. Three to go in the heat. And Bandy is all over the Spider Monkey. On board with Dittmer. Two to go. White flag waves. Ooh, Bandy took a peek and tried to send it deep. Allows Atkinson to reel in the 49. Stay single file here through 3 and 4 as Dittmer takes the win in Heat 2. Bandy second, Atkinson third, Wake fourth, and Musso fifth. One more heat race left to go for the night, brought to you by Maurer Farm Management. Give you a look at your starting lineup as the Bird to Beast, Jeff Barker on the pole in the 513. To his outside, Barry Gollner in the 36. Row 2, Bob DeGood in car 7. To his outside, the high side banger, Patrick Spangler in the 39. Final row, Brian Moore Sr. in the 55. No call for Zach Chapman onto the grid. So Zach will start from the back this evening. Final heat race of the night before our 35-lap feature.
Green flag, green flag.
Winner starts inside row 2. Here we go. Barker and Spangler side by side into turn 3. The high side banger leads lap 1, already up from 4th to 1st. Knew he was going to have a very fast hot rod this evening. Brian Moore Sr. to 3rd. Close quarters racing between DeGood and Gollner for the 4th spot. Spangler, meanwhile, nearly is checked out of this one. 0.7 of a second lead on Jeff Barker at the moment. Moore trying to catch him as Spangler 0.2 quicker than the drivers in second and third on board with the 55. Lifting there off Jeff Barker, playing it safe than sorry for right now. Lurks. Nothing working there. Saw Barry try to diamond through in turns number 1 and 2. The lead at over 1 second for Patrick Spangler with 1 lap to go here in this heat. I'll start from the 3rd spot this evening should he get through with no issues. Checkers wave as Spangler wins. Barker second, Moore third. A change for 4th at the end as Bob DeGood scored over Barry Gollner at the end. That does it for heat races. Step aside, go to break. When we come back, take you to the end here with our feature for the Renegades and the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Warm-ups wrapping up here as Ross Corona, the quickest, 13:73. Patrick Spangler, 13:86. Blake Chapman, 13:93. Jesse Bandy, Terry Landis, Jeff Barker, each 13:94. Here's a look at what's coming up the rest of the week here for our season premiere. Tomorrow you got 360s at Lernerville and DW12s at Daytona for a retread Tuesday on How to Suck at iRacing. Wednesday night, hometown 360s at Williams Grove. Our man Shaggy has the call at 7 o'clock. Then Thursday night Thunder at Thursday night. Adam Flieger has the call with small blocks and big blocks at Lernerville. Next week for us, we'll be at Lucas Oil Raceway for Monday Night Madness.